All right, everybody. Hi there. Welcome back to Left Right Elections and Analysis for those who are watching or are watching later. Today we are celebrating reaching 1,000 subscribers. That is a huge goal that we have hit. And if you would like to see more of that, make sure to subscribe so we can show another channel milestone on here. My strongest soldier, Rust Belt, yes. Thank you. I feel like this is kind of a long time coming, especially after immense video expectations that have been outperformed. About 24,000 views in like 2 months. So, that's mainly what this stream is gonna be about. And I don't really know what to show for that. Yeah, we always appreciate the strongest soldiers here, including new channel members who might watch this stream later. Bear pundit. Yeah, so we've been able to introduce, we have been able to introduce channel memberships, which allows you to support me in content creation, which go from, and I actually wanted to make sure that they were affordable because I know under this economy that things can be a little more expensive. So I set the prices lower than everybody else. So, let me check that actually. Memberships. So, how am I supposed to check this? So, I'm pretty sure the payments go from $2 to 6 or 7 and then 10. So, you don't have to do that, but it would be very helpful. Yes, actually, I thought of the economy, I'm telling you. I thought beforehand, since it's getting kind of expensive, that cheap memberships would be an incentive to buy one. But of course, no one has to do that. Subscribing and just liking the videos are plenty enough for me. I also wanted to mention I will be switching over to a new form of content since I will be busy in about the next month or two at the last final stretch of the school year. So there are going to be less election nights, unfortunately, but it'll be worth it because there will be lots of content during the summer because it is election year. So that'll be something that'll be key to our growth here as a community. We're a community. This is all possible because of you watching my videos and liking them. So, thank you again for that. Newest video, especially, did particularly well, which is nice. We like that. It hit about 10,000 views, or no, 11,000, excuse me, which is higher than the channel average of about 3,000. So that's a huge goal that was reached. And it hadn't been reached since January. And I've been looking at the data to improve my videos, such as audience retention, which would help if you don't all watch my videos, which I know all of you don't watch them fully, which is okay. They're pretty long. The average is like 17%, which is not that good. So I will be introducing shorter form content in about 5 to 10 minutes. So if you don't have a lot of time out of your day to watch 20, 30-minute videos, you'll be able to watch 5-minute videos instead, which is really helpful for me and for you. So, that's pretty much most of the channel updates for the most part. So it will be moving away from election night content, unfortunately. But those take me weeks to make. I kind of don't have that time right now for that. So moving to shorter form content. Hello, Jeremy Jackson. Thank you so much for watching and joining the stream. Since there's not too much action in the chat, so I really do appreciate you showing up and commenting. Software do you use for election nights? I use PowerPoint. So I make them in PowerPoint presentations. I've added all the effects and things like that. Yeah, that's kind of how I make election nights. And it was popularized, yeah, okay, that's correct, by my now friend, U.S. Elections and Analysis. He made the first PowerPoint presentation election nights that I know of. So he'll get credit for that. I kind of copied his idea a little bit, but it kind of worked out. But yeah, I make them in PowerPoint. Both CNN and MSNBC election nights are made in PowerPoint. Yeah. So that's the answer to that question. I would show it, but because it's on my personal account, I'm really not trying to leak my personal information. I can't show you that, but you can see it in the videos for yourselves. Man, congrats on thousands. Thank you. That's a huge goal. You know, it's kind of surprising that for 10 years now, I've wanted to hit 1,000 subscribers through multiple channels. And my closest one used to be an old gaming channel that hit about 450. But this channel has taken it to 1,000. And ever since I hit 1,000, we're at 1,050. I have taken more steps to implement better content changes to boost that growth and stimulate it even further. So that's really exciting because beforehand I was kind of just making videos, throwing descriptions and the same thumbnails on it. But now, I'm actually making other forms of content. Our elections. So in 2022, when the French election was happening, I made a video about that, but I took down a lot of my old videos just because I wanted to clean up my channel space. So there's only 6 public videos right now because I wanted to keep all the graphics and things up to date. But I've been interested in like the Argentinian elections, Spanish elections, and all the European ones, but I don't know enough about them to make election nights over them. So I haven't done that, and I don't like the idea of Americanizing all elections, even if it's graphics, because I feel like that's just a lot of work, and their systems are way different here in America. So yeah, I've seen a lot of other elections, but I mainly focus on United States elections. Gotcha, nice. Okay. So if show it now, let me share my screen, that we have hit kind of like a big boost. So here we jumped from about 5 days ago, 995 to about 1,055. So that's a 60 subscriber increase in 5 days. That's pretty huge. And that's good. That's great, actually. That's one of the biggest jumps in my channel in a long time. The last time that was like that, it was in January. Jumped up almost 100 after one day, which was big. So that's pretty good. If you want more updates I actually had made a video about it, and I will link that in the chat. So if you would like to go watch about what's coming up next, you can go see that. Or does that link work? I don't know if that link works. Just I don't think that link works. Don't. I'm gonna delete that. I think I pasted the wrong thing. Okay, there you go. So that's the link if you want to see what other channel updates are coming next. Well, Dan Goldman. Um. Well, he could have one already. It just depends on how significant it is. I don't think he'll be primaried. There's a lot of money to his name. Um, it's funny, ironically, his name is Dan Socks Goldman. If you get like Goldman Socks, like yeah, that's just really funny to me. But I think he'll probably easily win. I think Jamal Bauman's primary challenge is way more interesting. So again, if you would like to see channel updates and come back to the stream after that, it's just a quick 2-minute video on what will be happening next. All right, so comments. Hello, conservative American predictions. It's been actually quite a long time since I've talked to some of you. I don't really live stream that much anymore, but if you would like to contact me, you can contact me at my Twitter for those who don't have it. Or that's the wrong thing. Oh my god. I cannot paste proper links. If you would like to contact me at Twitter. As I'm starting to stream again soon. That's good. I remember summer 2022, the hype around the midterms. That was prime time YouTube. I still remember that. And for people who are new to the stream, welcome to the stream. I'm left right elections and analysis, but you can just call me left right because the extra stuff, I'm really not that big of a fan of it. Hopefully we can get some templates for 2024 Senate. See, I would release templates, but because of the fact that I've kind of worked so hard on them, no offense, but I just don't want people copying them. I feel like, like I spend hours on those, so I would like if people use them, but I also wouldn't like if people were just able to use it, for free. But I might release some type of altered template that people could use. I released old templates in the past, actually, but because of connection issues, it just wouldn't work out. So that's a thing. Debating Wyatt. I remember debating Wyatt Tomlin. And then I remember when he came on, pretended to be like a Mike DeWine stand and said he was winning by like 40 or something. That was hilarious. Oh, Wyatt Tomlin. So, I guess we'll talk about some political things from Twitter on my timeline. Nothing's really happening right now, except okay. Didn't DeWine win with 62? Yes, but The whole lore around Wyatt Tomlin is that he was a huge dim wishcaster who thought Tim Ryan was going to win his Senate race when he lost by like 7%. And I don't want 2024 Sherrod Brown to win because then he would be vindicated on a blue Ohio, and I cannot let Wyatt Tomlin win. So that's why my mules are going to be sent out for Bernie Moreno. It's like 30K subs. I checked on Wyatt Tomlin's channel. He doesn't have that many actually, because I saw a video of a poll he put out with me in it, so I thought I'd check it out. But apparently in the political news, Tomlin has 30K. You need to link his channel because I the last one I saw he didn't have it. DeWine one's 25. Yes, but the DeWine was just an example I brought up. He thought like Doug Mastriano was winning, so that's, I guess I could have worded that a little better, but he was a huge Democratic wishcaster who got made fun of, so he pretended to be a Republican wishcaster instead. I need to see this video. I will play it on stream if somebody can find me this video, because I need to see this. But posting a video of a girl getting slapped is the most Wyatt Tomlin thing to ever happen. So, the only political things I'm seeing is that Trump is considering Marco Rubio as his vice president. Joseph Chow. Yes. So I was reading on it. He defeated Democrat William Jefferson, not Bill Clinton, William Jefferson, in a VRA seat, which Obama won by 50% in 2008 of all years, and then he lost, so he was one of the few incumbents to lose in 2010. The similar thing happened in Hawaii, actually. But yeah, I've seen that before. Sometimes people bring it up, but I'm always still just shocked about it because it's just something that wouldn't happen. People would get surprised if a Republican even flipped like a Biden plus 15 seat nowadays, like they did in New York in 2022. Never mind a VRA seat in 2008 with the first black dude on a presidential ticket. That just doesn't happen. Probably will never happen again, actually. Okay, can I paste this? Can I paste this link? Let me get this link. How, dude? No way. Okay, let me pull it up on my phone. Okay. Okay. Oh, you weren't kidding. I thought you were kidding. Oh my god. No way. Okay, let me pull that up for you. No. Oh my god. Oh, I've seen this. I've seen this video before. Oh my god. No, I've seen this on Twitter. No. Oh my god. No way, dude. Dude.
Get off of your... Get out of my face!
Dude.
Oh, no, you wrong.
Hopefully I don't get demonetized.
I gave you a warning.
And I'm going to give you a warning right now.
What?
Apologize, or you about to face some serious repercussions, girl.
I'm not apologizing for nothing. You
Little
should
girl,
have stayed
you-
out of my face. You should have stayed out of my face. I don't know what your problem is.
Yeah, what I'm about to do is teach you a lesson.
You-
I'm gonna teach. No. Don't worry about it. She about to face the consequences of her actions right now.
Whatever.
Whatever. It's whatever. Okay.
Yeah, it's whatever.
Oh,
Why
I
were
feel
you in
like,
my face?
okay. Because you don't listen.
Oh, I don't listen.
You don't listen. but you
I've
ain't gotta
seen this
listen no more.
video.
In
This
fact,
ends so
your listening
funnily.
about to be real impaired right now.
I haven't
Actually.
been listening.
What?
I don't hear nothing you say right now.
Yeah. Okay. So good. Don't worry about it. Okay. So you're not gonna apologize?
No.
Now get off of your.
So Wyatt Tomlin, and he's still not even getting that many shorts, like 7K, okay, 8.7. How much does his actual video? He looked kind of gay. Robert F. Kennedy should be ashamed of himself. That looks like a GOP video. Oh my god. So shorts, the most popular shorts got 7.
Finally tonight, in the middle of a presidential campaign filled with rancor, we were struck by a very different image over the weekend. First Lady Michelle Obama embracing former President George W. Bush at the opening of the National Museum of African American History and Culture. They do have a special bond, the Democratic Obamas and the Republican Bushes. We saw it at the memorial service for the fallen Dallas officers when Mr. Bush and Mrs. Obama held hands and swayed to the music. And President Obama has often expressed gratitude for the Bush's kindness during the transition, including the advice the Bush daughters gave his daughters.
They told them to surround themselves with loyal friends, never stop doing what they love, to slide down the banisters occasionally.
By all accounts, the families have grown closer over the years. This picture went viral. We can only hope that.
Okay. So, enough watching Wyatt Tomlin. Okay. It's not consistent. No, it's not. See, that's the thing. His videos, he has 35K subscribers and he was getting 200 views a video. That's not good. I mean, also can't really. I don't know. I feel like that's just an instance of like I gotta hear him. No, because there was. Yeah, so I have in the last maybe. Okay, I need to see his presidential election prediction. Wait. Why is it actually not that bad? Wait, that's better than ET. What? That's horseshoe theory. Okay, so for everyone new who's just joined, I'm left right. If you didn't know that already, and make sure to like and subscribe if you like the stream and my content. Well, dude. Okay, but the margins, likely D New York, but safe blue Oregon. What is that? Okay, I'm gonna show my screen just one more time. What is
to that because Instagram is tied to Threads and vice versa. It's
He thinks I'm a furry? No. But that United States election. But also he uses Instagram, the website? That's crazy. But anyway. He has a tilt blue Wisconsin, which I guess that's okay. But lean Republican Georgia is not something I would have expected from him. Out of all people. Okay, so apparently there is a new budget that came out from the House of Representatives that says Mike Johnson repeals that the budget from Speaker Johnson would repeal the Affordable Care Act. That's interesting. Trump should probably flip Wisconsin. Um, See, here's the thing. Theoretically, the Rust Belt, older white voters is where Trump does good. Older white working class voters is where Trump does good. Same time, white voters are less susceptible to disliking Biden than minority voters for some reason. I can't explain that, but that's why Biden's polling like 5 points better in Wisconsin than he is in Georgia, even though Georgia should theoretically have better trends for Democrats than Wisconsin. But Wisconsin is a must win, almost a must win. He can do it without Wisconsin, but it just gets hard. The Nebraska, I'm assuming you're talking about Nebraska's 2, which that case it's a Biden plus 7. So, but given how the House Republicans overperformed, it could hinge on Nebraska. It's a possibility. Okay, Bacon will go bye-bye. Well, right now, maybe this is a hot take. I don't know. But Nebraska's 2 could very well swing to Donald Trump. Will he win it? Probably not. Because it's just not 2016. But Trump could make gains in the district if the national popular vote is aligning how it says it will. Will it? That's the bigger question. If Biden's winning the popular vote by like 2, he still probably doesn't. If Trump wins the popular vote by 1 vote, then he probably did. But right now, I think it's a toss-up. I don't know. The interesting phenomenon was about 2022 is that congressional Republicans outperformed more. People like Don Bacon outperformed more in 2020 than in 2022. Despite the new district actually being an attempted pack, somewhat gerrymander favor of Republicans, actually. But yeah, that's just kind of how it's going in Nebraska. Actually, I can pull up DRA since we can do that on stream instead. Okay, so it does seem like Nevada makes it. See, if Trump flips Wisconsin and Pennsylvania, he needs Nevada. Otherwise, Arizona and Georgia would lock him out of the White House. So Nevada can play a part in getting to 270. Will it, though? It's kind of unlikely. If Trump flips Wisconsin, Georgia, and Nevada, he gets to 267, making it a near mirrored result from the 2000 election. But how likely that is, I can't tell you. Okay, we are going to draw the most fair map of the Texas congressional districts possible. I'm going to share my screen. Oh, my computer's about to just glitch. Oh, no. But still, Nevada's electoral votes could be pivotal. It wouldn't be smart for both candidates to ignore it, especially when Trump has a 20-point lead right now. Not 20 points. I sound stupid. 5 points. He has a 5-point lead, not 20 points. Okay. The funny thing here is geography is so bad for the Texas Republicans Actually, despite Trump winning the state by 6% in a fair map, they almost lose all the seats, which might not make it a fair map, but that also just means that the coalitions for Republicans here is bad. You said Trump. You said poll with leading Biden plus 2 points. So the thing is about the polling is that don't dig into the crosstabs too much, but the crosstabs are bad. Especially with younger voters and senior voters, it's kind of like a reversal from where it should be. But again, the polls mean something. Donald Trump has never led Joe Biden in any poll pretty much in 2020. 2016, it was almost the same exact case. So don't read into it too much. Remember, polls showed Trump basically dead on arrival on election day. He almost won. So I would take polls showing Biden down a little significant, but that doesn't mean that Biden's toast. And in Nevada, a Republican probably would want to lead by about 5 percentage points on election day before I'd consider it a safer bet to flip. Because Trump led on the average. Did he lead on the average? I don't know. He got it close on the average in 2016, and he lost it by 2.4%. I might be referring to the Senate race, but the Republican lost by 2.4 in the exact same Senate race. Okay. Okay. The nursing. Matthew, hi. Suck elections. One of my strongest soldiers have arrived. Let's talk elections. Let's talk elections is LTU, right? Let me make sure because I don't remember. Yeah, that's LTE. Well, okay, here's my take on LTE. He's a Democratic wishcaster he's a Democratic wishcaster who's also claims to be moderate just because he worked for Larry Hogan's campaign. So I don't take him seriously. And the thing is about that take is if you do the math, that's not possible. That's a midterm take because Democrats won the Senate while losing the generic ballot. But the thing about the 2024 election is that you don't have, John Fetterman, a populist, and Mehmet Oz in all races, right? You had John Fetterman and Raphael Warnock, some people with completely different rhetoric, different campaigning styles. In 2024, the Joe Biden versus Donald Trump, it's the same people on a universal ballot, right? So that already kind of diminishes that factor of the popular vote. And the second thing is a generic ballot Republican win in 2022, about 2 percentage points, 1%, maybe I think 1.9, translates to a Donald Trump electoral college victory. So there's no way that theory even holds up, thus making it impossible that Biden wins re-election. I used to think that theory was correct after the midterms, but that's just midterm brain. I'm telling you that it's not going to happen. Joe Biden would generally need to win the popular vote by about 2.5%, about 2.5 to 3% at the minimum to win re-election. Maybe a little under 2.5% if he got lucky. But that's assuming a third party votes. Good morning. Yeah, it's a great morning, 7:22 p.m. Great morning going on right now. draw this Dallas district. I like redistricting DFW a lot in my home area. This is kind of like the general. I won't dox myself, but this is generally the general area of where I live, the DFW metro area. Okay. That's a really blue district. I wish they had farther back. Thank you, Brown. How's it going? Congratulations. Thank you. Thank you. That means a lot for 1,000 subscribers. Personally, I think midterm that's not it. So, in general, groups will have high raised turnout amongst every group, but and at least in the Rust Belt, you can defer on the Sun Belt just because the rules are structured differently. Voter groups aren't universal, but in the Rust Belt, the voters that shifted most of the Democrats were the working class. If you look at the Wisconsin governor's election, Senate, Pennsylvania Senate election, Pennsylvania governors, Michigan governor, all these elections, 2022 Ohio Senate, other than Wisconsin Senate and really like Ohio governor, that trend held up that working class voters shifted to the Democrats more than the suburbs did. And I think Trump does a little worse in the suburban vote than 2020. He makes up with enough other voters, or just simply turnout drops. And, it's midterm elections aren't a good thing to extrapolate. It became a trend because Democrats overperformed in a midterm election that we use that to predict the presidential election, which I just don't find that accurate. If you thought Joe Biden was losing before the midterms, I don't see anything really major after the midterms that showed that anything would be different when polling really didn't change other than for a few months. But if you thought Joe Biden was favored before the midterms and after the midterms, I respect you more than saying Trump was favored before and Biden was favored after, because nothing really, in my opinion, significantly changed. So, yeah, I think the thing is, a lot of what people point to the midterms as a polling miss, when in the 2022 generic ballot polling, it was dead accurate. And in the state polling, which I don't take seriously, I don't buy that Trump has a 5% lead in Michigan. Come on, nobody believes that. But these Republicans, Tudor Dixon never even led in the average. These other Republicans never led in the averages by 5, Herschel Walker was never leading by 5. He was leading by maybe 2%, maybe. That's under 50%. Trump is almost clearing 50% in Georgia. So that's my kind of take on the midterm thing. But again, they aren't something to disregard because, it showed that Democrats will play well with abortion. That's, in terms of the issues that matter, I think 2022 was a good litmus test to what matters. But in terms of determining the presidency, I don't think so. Let's draw this district. Don't stop thinking about it. Are they all? No? Okay. Maybe if we go like. Let's go like that. All right, for those new people who have joined, I am Left Right, and welcome back to my YouTube channel, at this time YouTube stream. If you like what you see, like the stream and subscribe, and check out my other videos. For those who are new, that is. As I try to draw congressional districts. Okay. So the thing about Texas in 2022 is that even though Republicans kind of did relatively bad compared to expectation, I like the gerrymander held up well. So like my representative Keith Self, suburban Republican in Collin County, he won by about 19% in open seat, which I guess was okay, but it is left trending Collin County in it. It's Beth Van Dyne's seat. That's good. We can make this a little more Republican. Thing about the Tarrant, one reason why I think Trump right now could flip back Tarrant County, which could be a hot take again, is because combined still the suburbs are still pretty red around it. Like they shifted left, but they're still voting like 60-40, 65-35 Republican, which if the inner city Fort Worth turnout drops, then that could be enough to flip it. Will he though? I can't tell you. Colin Alred's district. I think that's perfectly fair. I don't know. I don't know if I like the look of that, but we'll just go with it. See, if you take out, I know this is kind of funny because it's just taking out Democratic votes, but Tarrant County voted about 12% without most of Fort Worth. Like obviously there's still blue precincts, but you get the idea. Create a district around here, around suburban, like Flower Mound and things like that. Ooh, no. It's like Louisville, stretching into Flower Mound, Little Elm. Getting Allen in there. See, that's a lot of Collins population lives like right here. Like you can see the areas I've highlighted, like Allen and like Frisco, and all these areas have like most of the people in it. So I think that's a pretty fair district. Ooh, that's not good. 3, 4, 5. Where's the not continuous? Okay, I'm not gonna. I don't really care about that. If it's like a small precinct or something, it doesn't matter much. Okay. That a lot of that was due to Trump, but now it's kind of translating down ballot as well on both sides of the issue. So Democrats are doing better down ballot than even they did in 2020 in the suburbs, but they're doing worse in the Rio Grande than they did in 2020. That's because the border affects them a lot more down there, and Trump just did pretty strong with those voters. That's the main explanation I would say for that. Okay, can I make a suburban Denton district? Louisville, then Little Elm. These are street like Copper Canyon, Highland Village. These are red. But yeah, it's the realignment in both sides of the state. Both sides of the state are it's really hitting hard. That doesn't look as clean to me, but we'll go with it. Narrow Trump district and we'll be able to compare the results. So, because DRA has multiple elections on here, so we're using 2020, but even compared, if we even take the 2020 Senate, look how redder that is. Like, you can see the difference physically, the difference, and how different that is. And Governor 2022 is redder, although Abbott didn't do as good. He still lost the 5th district, but he did flip back a lot of the other districts. But if you compare President 2016, look at the difference there. If you compare to the Senate, which was the biggest margin of victory we have, a VRA district is within 20 points. That's significant. And if we drew it a different way, it could have been even closer than that. These people loved John Cornyn, but now, if you combine a district with Denton exurbs and the McKinney and those exurbs, and kind of like the North Texas urban areas. So like we'll put some here, and kind of just cut out those counties. Yeah, I'm from Minnesota, 4 districts from 20. Alignment is saying that. So, yeah, Minnesota is also like a prime example of the realignment. Even in 2018, Republicans flipped seats there. It's kind of a surprise, but Democratic incumbents retiring. Even Tim Walz' seat flipped. But, yeah. So I think I'm going to end off the stream here. I have some stuff to do, but make sure to like and subscribe, I guess, if you're new and you haven't seen much of the channel. I promise you will like the content if you are into politics. Thank you all so much for those who did watch, and I will see you all in the next live stream I do. I plan to do more of these to help grow the channel. So if you do like these, make sure to subscribe. It does help me out. If you want to consider being a member, thank you so much. Have a good night. Take care.